You said the U.S. government told you they don't owe me no money, and they didn't make no 90 million of my household. If you ever see my household apartment on your TV in your country, that's illegal. I never gave them permission to do that. But when they put you on a federal watch list, they do everything behind your back. Just when you think you're in your house showering or doing whatever personal, you don't know the whole world is looking on you. And by the time you find out through media blurt outs and propaganda clippings and stuff that they see you in another country or your own country, statute of limitations probably be gone. So yes, they upset with me and they hate me greatly because they want me to sit and take it. They want to take money, wash my face from my household, and pass it out to their family and friends and whatever to make me upset, to cause my tongue to speak a threat against them. And I'm not going to do that. So when you're invited into this battle, I don't mean it for violence, but to recognize that there is a law that covers these type of things, and it's called a breach in the Universal Peace Treaties. When you go over into somebody else's country and take a no-proven war, a false pretended war, tear down all the means of living, get disrespectful to your own citizens in your own country. We have a USA government that think they have the right to park themselves into anybody's life, cause all kind of gangster crimes and war crimes and grab a new day and pay for it. They walk on marbles where your loved ones, my loved ones, they done shedded their blood somewhere without a cause. They don't respect your family and love you like you love your own family. So that's what you call narcissist. And I'm not nobody's narcissist. I'm the one who refuses to sit and let them walk over me because they outnumber me with law enforcement officers, with badges and guns. Those are strategy threats to keep you quiet. Since the office of the Clintons, and this battle trickled down through into the office of Bush Jr. and into the office of Barack Obama, they ignored everything I said. They blew up, our government blew up the airways with the Bin Laden story. They're still doing it today. This is the most important story there is, where an entire nation of people is owed money, is owed universal breach payment. And don't let them tell you they don't owe you. They just paid NATO 20 trillion made from my household. This USA government, made 190 million, 1,000 trillions of selling my privacy without my consent, without my knowledge, past any statute of limitations. Well, if you didn't act upon it in 3 years, then you allowed it. Now I allowed it. So when they put you on the federal watch list or sting investigation, it's illegal to have those paperworks in your possession, the proof in your possession. So by the time I found out this was going on, I've been through every legal office here in Chicago funded by the people. They said, well, we don't have the resources to handle that type of crime. I've been to the Senate. They said, well, we don't have the money for that type of battle. So I guess I'm supposed to sit and take it, I've talked to every attorney in the white pages, yellow pages in those days. This battle been going on for like 20-some years. And they said, well, they can see my household on camera, but bring us proof in writing why this has been done to you. What did you do? What crime did you do? Bill Clinton just stood up in those days in his office and said, well, she confessed to us a crime. Like I said another day, he's a habitual liar. I don't even have no criminal background. So you get to walk over me. You get to open up my life to the public. You get to disrespect me the same way you go out into other people's countries and disrespect them and destroy their pursuit to happiness, destroy their countries, and leave them with no decent means of living. You do the same mess in your own country. And that's what this is about. And then they tell you they don't owe. They want to keep the 90 million. They want to fund their wives' whores and whatever they're going to do with it. They want it for their own pleasure. They want to gloat with it, They don't want to share it with you. So you got to put up a roar. But I don't want to see no wrongful death, no further death. But we have this kind of people in the world. They get to the point whereas they're invincible. They're every narcissist. That's the perfect word I'm looking for. We have a government that are narcissists. They think they're entitled to your privacy. Anything they want, they think they're entitled to it because they're surrounded by feds, police, and stuff like that. People who that's on their payroll, who come out and harm you and destroy your family. We don't want our family slaughtered like that. We have a foul government. And since those days, they said in their spirit, like I said in the other tape, well, we're going to pay, that's mockery. Can you imagine what it feel like to stand alone in battle? Well, what God has to say about it. Well, I'm not quite alone when you look at Him. Only thing He told me down through these years of this battle that I tried to sort out decently, the Lord said, fast, pray, project your spirit into my kingdom, and I will burn them up. I will destroy all things. Well, at that point in time, this is the life that I only remember the most, not the only life where I've been. I've learned a little bit more about that, but let's not go over into that chapter yet. My family was here. I counted them as decent people, God-fearing people that wouldn't bother nobody. And it really upsets me without measure to see somebody, that's my greatest hatred in the world. Never bother anybody for harmful reasons that was living peacefully beside you, that wasn't bothering you. So when you rise up as a government and your funky attitude problem, your behavior out of control problem, and attack somebody, that wasn't bothering you for whatever reason, that was not a crime, hey, you need to be challenged. But I would not like to see anybody lose their life. So I took the challenge on myself. So if I get caught by the terrorists or whatever and get killed, it's been since the approximate year of 2012. The Lord has been telling me, come home, project your spirit into the kingdom, and I will burn them up. I didn't want to see that happen. But I just want you to know, while you telling these people that you don't owe me nothing, whatever you took from me, Supreme Court, U.S. government, you ain't going to keep it. You just tossing out money, passing out on temporary time. I ain't lost this battle just because I'm one person. I have a mighty big God. He has already sent a curse over the face of the earth. He's already turning into reptiles. I made up my own word. I like to call you reptiliacs. You no longer recognize as human. So He's going to take them global flames to you. I could have stood in His way. Like I said, He's been telling me to come on since 2012 and no flames be upon you. So I could have done a foolish thing. When God tell you, let's go, let's go. And if you stay behind that, let's go, you could fall into the hands of the Antichrist. So that's how bad I wanted to sort this battle out peacefully. But, I guess it don't work that way. So if the terrorists catch up with me or whatever, I see the landlord building some kind of little grave in the back, look like a little coffin size thing. I don't know what you're doing, but I tell you one thing too. I'm not blind to anything that's going on around here, how you allowed them to sell my privacy or whatever. But at the end, the judgment is coming for us all, even me. So I hope and pray that I did not stay here past my time trying to sort out peace treaties and do right by men, and God didn't love me too kind of thing. I doubt it, because, He held on to me too long for me to go out like this. So, but anyway, not going to worry about that part. So, if they told you they don't owe me anything, they got this gal speaking our government, our state of Illinois. They have a lot of gal, D-U-I-L-E. That means you mislead somebody to believe one thing, and they talking about another. There's no important crime that should be hitting the airways other than taking the universal census and getting these people paid for terrorizing their life, And when you go around spreading them like dogs and killing them and stuff, they're going to rise up with some war. The Bible says, soft answer, turn away wrath. I tried to pass out money in peace or regulate a peaceful battle, But the more the government hold back on me and tell lies, well, we don't owe her anything that didn't happen. We're not giving her nothing. And then everybody saw my household, and you hear me saying it was done without permission, and how it was done and why it was done, That's just the way they do, Well, how did this battle start? It started with some outreach letters that I sent them back in the days of Bill Clinton. I talked about an unfortunate thing that happened to me in the neighborhood, outside robbery, whatever, that was done by my neighbors. I think that was probably 1995, something like that. And it was the year the American Act of Disability was altered. At that time, they went to sleep on those three categories. So you become disabled in that year and time frame, you can only qualify for $700 a month, or $800 a month, or $900 a month. They had not updated it in a long time. And at this particular letter content, I had a neighbor. She had blood clots in her leg. Something was wrong. And every time you go over her house to sit on her furniture, it fall apart. And if your body is no longer able to produce wealth, you shouldn't have to live like a dog like that. So I sent Bill Clinton a letter to see if he can update those three categories of earnings that you qualify for should you become disabled. Can you update that? So he lifted the ban on Social Security, increasing the annual earnings to $10,000 a year, and that's still umbrella bondage, meaning you can go back to work, but you can't earn no more than $10,000 a year. I fought against that too, because anytime you put an umbrella bondage on the people, you bind yourself. So I came up with a way that they call the Barack Obama plan, where you trade back their federal pension funds, you add it to them monthly, and you cut more off the top. So whereas you got one flat rate, little pinch off here, and you save some money, little money for them, I showed them how to double and triple the federal pension wages of the poor. And in those years, I think that was whenever the American Act of Disability was altered. I think it was approximately a year of maybe 97 sometime, 98 sometime. I gotta check that out again. But anyway, Chicago police rose up in those days. They took a mighty battle against me, saying that she's messing with our pension funds. And I'm not messing with your pension fund. See, people get haughty and funky and don't even know what the heck is going on. These people are so infested in darkness, they can't tell the difference between a friend and a foe. Now, see, a foe hit you with an airplane and got away with it. A friend tried to bring them back to justice. But they always want to be quick to go and kill somebody, or he said, she said, and you ain't got your facts together. And I can't stand that. God don't like this kind of world anyway. So, whereas I should not say, I hate to say he was right, that you're fire material. You think you got the right to park in somebody's life, take away the poor blooded countries because you outnumber them in the army, slaughter men, women, and children? Yeah. No, I don't think I hate that anymore. Hate to say he told me so. If your creator call you fire material, then that's what you are. Yeah. You take this mess back of earth that you got. Because I spent 20 plus years trying to sort out some peace. And I learned the hard way, you can't tell the devil on the devil. I ain't sorted out no peace yet, but I ain't giving up. But anyway, not to give up is one thing, but to continue to trust in untangible proof, lies. That's what I call it. When they tell you they spirits and they spirit to your house, I have a gift to hit the inward parts of others. I can scroll down the website that said, well, we're coming next week. We're going to pay. A couple of years ago, but I didn't get here yet. So there's mockery. I'm being mocked in my face, trying to sort out some peace amongst the Nephilims. They're Nephilims anyway. They know Illuminati. They're Nephilims. What are Nephilims? They're spirit creatures in today's flesh body. In the book of Noah, you have people in this world that was born, their flesh was born into your time frame, but they're not from your time frame. When God flooded the earth in the days of Noah, he only killed the body, but he never did lock the spirits of those people in hell. They had Genesis 6 power. And Genesis 6, when the sons of God, angels, fell, and they came down here and they had children with women. They had children in their flesh. They had power to create a flesh body to go from spirit to flesh. So when God saw this blasphemy, this abomination against them, he drowned them all, but he only killed the flesh. So you have people right here on this website working in your courts, working in your government. This is why they're so evil-hearted. This is why they look you right in your eye and tell you a lie. We didn't do it, we don't owe, and everybody saw it on camera. Yeah. But when you put your signature on there, that universal peace treaty, you owe everybody. This is my behind you soul, my privacy, my pubic hairs you took to the bank. Yeah, and that's why I didn't go to court to even seek the household myself. Because if you go to court and seek the judge for help, they will put a price tag on the battle. Well, we're only going to give you $5 million. But if you go through the universal peace treaties and invite everybody to take a look at it, how human life is discarded as trash, tossed around, and getting out of control. We need to get back control peacefully. And the root cause of this problem, who started all this, is the USA government. And you got to pay. You got a $90 in your possession, I ain't letting it go. Yeah. The more you say, well, we won. That's what they do. They talk about one case, but really they encouraging people to say, well, you have the right to stay in her house. She caused it. No, you caused it. Yeah. So people agree. As long as they got money, pimp my household forever. Let's watch her kill herself. Let's watch her die. Let's watch her self-destruct. Now, I guess I'm going to have to admit that this is the first time in my life that I ever lost control of my household because I was outnumbered. But I ain't your fault. I got to accept my spirit on the fast. Hey, it would be the greatest relief of my life to see him take those promised global flames to you, because you're something else other than human. People ain't number breeders, and no breeder have a right to somebody else's privacy. To say, well, let's go over there for whatever made up lie, made up reason. Your karmas come from your Nephilim government. That's where it comes from. I don't deal in witchcraft. But you could put witchcraft on somebody that it show up as them. So anyway, I didn't put too much focus on this battle and less focus on getting out of here with the Lord. But I'm not going to worry about that either, because I know something about that. It's good to worry about, but it's better to obey and fight for this fast and let him clean up my spirit and get me out of here. So, like I said, if the enemy team catch up with me, it wouldn't be his fault. To slaughter me, whatever, it wouldn't be his fault. He's been trying to get me out here since the year 2012, and I'm still down here, fighting a group of Nephilims. And that's not wise, but I'm proud of myself that, I didn't choose to ball up in no corner and die, and let you walk over me like that. I'm just lost of words how foul this USA government is since the days of Bill Clinton. They don't care nothing about you. They probably studied to go to school and see how much they can steal from you. So, and then when you find out that your labor is owned by them, you thought you was in the land of the free. If they don't like anything about you, they freeze that, take that, sort that out, make you pay. No, they got too much control. Are you that you're not worthy of? So, somebody had to take a stand and fight him back for some respect. But it looked like this fight is getting out of hand. So.